Sports Video Group's coverage from the 2016 Summer Olympics continues. Brandon Costa reporting for SVG. I have the pleasure to be joined by Molly Solomon. She's executive producer from the Golf Channel. Molly, thanks for taking a couple minutes. Really appreciate it.
No problem. We're in the middle of this.
So obviously it's a big piece of history here at this year's Olympics. First time that golf has been a part of the Olympic Games in more than a century. What's that been like for you personally to be a part of this event?
You know, my background is in Olympics, and I had worked on the Olympics for 22 years and then moved down to Golf Channel 4 years ago. But it was such a great feeling to still be involved. So when golf got back into the Olympics, I knew that I would be able to keep my ties. And we all came here not knowing what this was going to be. As we said to our folks, we said it's not comparative, it's not going to be a major, it's going to be something special. And I think that's what we've seen so far in the fortnight is that it is something special because these golfers came and they realized they were part of something bigger. They weren't a standalone tournament, they were part of the Olympics. And so far I think it's been a home run.
So we're here on Tuesday of the second week in between the men's tournament and the women's tournament on the singles side. You had a tremendous finish with the men's tournament. It almost felt like a little mini major this weekend. Not even mini. It had ratings that are as high as any major that was this year. So what have been some of the differences for you? I mean, you guys had the Open not too many weeks ago now. How does this compare, as you said, to preparing for a major versus preparing for a unique animal like this at the Olympics?
Well, I talked about it not being a standalone event, so you
Sure.
fit within the whole NBC Olympics and the Olympic infrastructure, and we've worked very closely with OBS, the Olympic Broadcasting Service, and they've created a really strong team that did the world feed. So we were piggybacking off of that, and we were really pleased with the pictures, the competition, the finish, and you know, we brought our A-team in for the men's and women's competition, and also, you know, on a personal note, just to involve so many of our production folks, our engineers, and our talent to be able to work in Olympics. They're really kind of overwhelmed to be part of the bigger company initiative. It's been really fabulous.
Now, normally at a golf major, you're kind of the standalone broadcaster. Here, you're a part of a much bigger animal that is the entire NBC Olympics, NBC Universal family. So how does that change things up a little bit? You have to kind of be a piece in a bigger puzzle as opposed to being the whole puzzle.
It's really easy now, I think, to go to a tournament and to be standalone. So you have to fit in, and you know, there's other world broadcasters. You know, you stand along, you know, 20 different countries in the mix zone, and you take your turn. And so, you know, you learn to follow along the rules, regulations, and to fit into the bigger picture. And it's been fun. We've gotten everything we need, and like I said, the pictures, the sounds have been fabulous. So we've been really, really happy with the product.
It's been a lot of hours of live coverage, and also the news team getting a lot and keeping the network programmed. So on Wednesday, the women's individual tournament gets underway. What particularly are you excited about that from how you guys might be covering that?
I'm glad you say Wednesday because it's so hard to get the golf audience and the sports audience, right, remembering that the women's competition goes from Wednesday to Saturday. Traditionally, the International Olympic Committee likes more events to finish on Saturday because the closing ceremony is on Sunday, plus you need a little maneuver room for golf if there's rain. But what we're looking forward to on the women's side, it's such a strong field. All of the top women are here. So in looking towards the Olympics, I was always thinking this women's competition is going to be fabulous and it's going to be really, really deep. So we're really excited. But kudos to our news team. They've been on the air at 5 a.m. every single day of competition, and then they bookend the day for 2 hours of post. So a lot of hard work by a lot of people. But in between, they've snuck out to see some swimming, diving, and wrestling. So they've really gotten a taste of the games, and I think they're really fulfilled.
All right, Molly. Well, the coverage has been fantastic. Congratulations on how everything has gone so far, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, for more of Sports Video Group's coverage of the 2016 Summer Olympic Games, you can visit us online at sportsvideo.org.